Boom, Jerry Does Things back at it with another hot episode here. You guys in the comments have been asking for more Vaughn on the channel, and I don't blame you. Me and my brother just haven't had a lot of time to be getting out on our missions. Life has been getting in the way, but as it usually does when winter shows up, we get a lot more free time, and you guys are going to see the brothers get into some crazy stuff. My brother's going to hit you guys with the update on the garden. That new garden that he's building at Christina's this year. Oh my god, it got choochin'. I've been sitting on a hot episode here, and let's just get right into it.
Hey everybody, it's been about a month since I last filmed anything. Just been taking some time off filming and having lots of fun, working on some new projects. So I thought I'd hit you with a little life update here. Things are going well, and I've been going hard on the trees. This here is my favorite pine tree. Yeah, just something new that I haven't really shared with you guys. My love for trees. I got a little table that I set up over here, and I like to show that off too. Look what I built yesterday. So I got all my little bonsais that I'm working on here. Some of them are pretty cute, some of them are pretty hacked up. Some of them are kind of dying off. But I got everything in the shade, so I'm hoping that I can bring everything back to life and have like a minimal die off. Here's like a little shrub thing that I found, a juniper that I bought. Here's a lemon scented cypress. And I'm getting all these trees that I'm going to try propagating. Here's a whole bunch of cuts that I took off that tree right over there. Some bamboo, which I don't think will make it. Little cedar cuttings. This one's called a Pierre or something. A Saskatoon berry that I found. So much fun. And I just got like 3 shovels in. I'm kind of obsessing over building a pond. I built one at my last place, and this yard's just looking amazing over here. The garden's just booming, and I'm thinking we need to have a pond. And so I got like big dreams for a big pond that we can swim in back there. And I was thinking about something that kind of went through the garden, but I'm gonna start over here. I'm on a huge budget here. I don't really have a lot of money to play with. I should have spray painted it, but I can't even afford spray paint. Gonna go maybe 12 feet by 6 feet and have like a little step down in the middle. Let's get to work. Splish, splash, I was taking a bath. So we've got all these like things laying around the property, like foam underlay from a flooring project. Just stuff that's just like laying around. We've got tarp, another tarp. They're all just going to waste. Another tarp over here, some underlay, and I finished digging the pond out. So this will be our water height in there, and I got all the dirt piled around to kind of help contain everything and to work on like the finishing kind of touches and to scape it all in. And then I'll bring a bunch of rocks in over the next while. I'm gonna try filling it up with water after I get the underlay and the tarp, and I'm just gonna see if these tarps even hold water. Having a little taco lunch.
With your messy tacos.
Whatever, they're full tacos. So I got bored of watching pond videos today.
Full?
So I started digging.
I'm gonna help you another problem.
Let's see what Christina thinks so far of my morning's work. Let's see if it's holding water as well. Oh, it's going up.
Oh my god.
It's not pretty yet because we don't have any gravel in there, and this is just like a test run. So what's your first impression?
Mm-hmm.
Did I do good?
You did. I hate the tarp.
You won't even see it when it's done. Well, I'm about a week into the pond dig now, and things are starting to heat up. I went out yesterday to a logging road and found some rocks. We're gonna start hauling in rocks. This whole area is gonna be like rocks, all different types, gravels and all sorts of different things for the mix, sand. And here's how the pond dig is going. I had this all hollowed out here and some like little shelves benched out, and I did this all last night. It's going to be like a little beach area, and then there's going to be another one over here, which is going to be your wetland filtration system, where the water's going to pump out of the backside around here and rise up through the gravels and plants, and that's where all your beneficial bacteria hangs out, is attached to the rocks. So we're gonna have like lots of gravels stacked up on top of a pipe, and it's gonna have a nice little clean out area where you can stick a sump down. I've been studying on YouTube just like how to make ponds and filters and stuff, and I think I got it dialed in. Now it's time for action. So I'll start digging out the beach area and the wetland filter next, and then we're gonna get a pond liner and a whole bunch of rocks, and it's gonna get crazy real quick here, guys. Also, I wanted to show you the 2-month garden update here. The flowers are coming along. We got giant sunflowers everywhere, petunias, lilies, geraniums, nasturtiums, roses. We got it all. Yeah, pretty good. My compost pile is booming. Some peppers. Tomatoes are gonna start becoming ripe soon. Kind of an empty greenhouse. And we've got strawberries. You got to get them quick around here, otherwise the kids eat them. My little plant table. Ooh, somebody needs some water. I love that plant. Yeah, everything's happy. I way overseeded the lettuce. Grab myself a pea. The neighbor here, he's got a Japanese maple, a big one. And I've been collecting these little seeded maple trees here. I'm gonna start growing those for bonsai. We had a bit of an accident over here yesterday. You can see the discoloration. I had a hose right there and it blew up, and when I came home from work, it was shooting like a sprinkler up here and just flooding the whole garden bed. So a bit of chaos over here, but everything looks like it'll survive. There's your 2-month update. So we're inside the pond here, and I've started digging down a little bit more right there, and that's where your clay layer is. And I'm lucky here, the clay is pretty soft, so I can just dig in with my pickaxe. And you can see there's like a sandy layer on top of the clay, and then a bit of topsoil and some grass, and then all that dirt that I've been piling up. And look who's coming to visit. Well, now that I'm kind of hollowing out the beach area here and checking out the swimming area there, you got to imagine all the rocks placed against the wall there, and the same thing there, and that's gonna leave like 2 feet of swimming area there. It's probably 6 feet wide at the widest right there. So what I gotta do is make this way bigger. Just sitting here having a break, taking a look at what I want, and I don't like that pinch point right there, so I'm gonna take this wall and hollow it out quite a bit that way. And I'm gonna do the same with this upper. I'm gonna get rid of this whole second ledge there and just bring this all back to there. On this side, I'm gonna bench this out at this height right here and go all the way around the edge and where it meets up with that right over there. So I got quite a bit more work to do on the dig to make it wider and just feel more open. And then I'm looking up here. That's going to be my wetland filter and my beach, and I got to dig out at like 6 to 8 inches deep, a huge swath of grass. So that's going to create a mound on that side, and we've got the hill already built in there, and that's going to be our beachy area. This is going to be the shallow end, and your little 3.5 foot, 4 foot deep end there. So we're talking DIY budget dream pond build here. So far, total cost of excavation, $0. I did, however, leave $6 on Shane's dash yesterday after we went out rock hounding and got about a half ton of rocks. So I'm in for $6 so far on the DIY budget dream pond build. Things are getting exciting here on the pond build. I was talking to my friend Shane yesterday. He came by and he suggested that he comes over with his small tractor and does some digging for me. So like, I like what I'm doing over there. It's kind of nice, but I'm planning on bringing in some big rocks now, and I just need more space for them. So this is my deep end, and there's tons of room to play back here. So what I'm gonna do is take the chainsaw out, gonna level these bushes and move some of this crap and just see how much Shane can dig away. I can always bench it out and make it pretty after, but we'll just see what happens. It'll be nice because digging through that clay is kind of tough with the pickaxe and shovel, and I mean, I was doing fine on my own, but it's always nice to have a friend help out. I'm gonna clear some bush right now and get ready for Shane tomorrow.
We've been living in sin so long.
That's what I got so far, and boom, that's where we're gonna go. I don't have huge expectations. I'll just be stoked on whatever happens tomorrow. Stoked. Really stoked. Yeah. Oi, can you hear that? Sounds like a tractor.
Oh, you want it expanded to there?
Yeah, we
Okay.
could go further or lesser, it doesn't really matter. But
And just put the dirt there?
yeah, we'll just kind of bank it around. So I made a mess with this dirt. It's all in the wrong spot. It needs to go outside of the line.
Okay, well I can do that with this.
Cool.
For quite a bit of it, I can just kind of go in at it like that
Yeah.
until I start kind of getting stuck. And then I can back up and start.
Holy crap, that's effective. Woo! Look at him go, Molly. Okay. He's at 422.6 hours, so we'll keep track of the hours. Shane's digging into that clay layer, and I'm quite impressed with the capabilities of the machine. So I asked Christina, is there anything to look out for in this direction? And she said no. And you should always call before you dig. We found the perimeter drain pipe. And so this is gonna adjust like the whole plan. I was gonna make this the deep end over there, but now I gotta contain the deep end to this side of the perimeter pipe. I think I'm gonna make that a solid pipe until it gets past the pond area, just so it's not draining underneath the pond. And then that's gonna be my shallow end, my skimmer action, where we pull all the material off the surface back into that corner, and it's gonna get pumped way up to the top. So we're gonna have like a shallow little dip over there on the other side of the pipe, a big old crater right here for us to swim in. And yeah, that's how we roll with the punches. Okay, I got good news. We've been carefully digging around the pipe, thinking it like goes down into like some drainage field down there, but it just ends right here. And I dug a hole up here and I tracked it, and so that's more good news. This height is way above the pond height, so we're gonna tap this in, and it's gonna make a little waterfall feature into the side of the pond, and that'll give us fresh water whenever it rains. So he's dealt with the pipe now. It's bent over backwards, and we're establishing a bit of a ramp into the deep end here, which will be nice because then maybe he can reverse in and do some diggy down there, and we'll have a nice wide area for swimming in. Scratching clay now. That's good. I was a little hesitant to get a machine in here, but after an hour and a half of work, I'm completely sold. I shouldn't have even wasted my time digging, but that's how we get the project started. I'm happy. I'm happy that Shane came over. I'm super grateful. This thing is gonna be awesome. Well, thank you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, some serious tractor love going on here.
Look at this. No sooner did we get the pond dug today, and now it's raining. Let's see what happens. It's coming down pretty good, so we'll check back in about half an hour before I head to work, and we'll see if there's any water collecting in the pond. So we're about 3 weeks into the dig now, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I started moving this all back, and this is gonna be beach. Okay, get your shit together, Vaughn. The dilemma is, should I keep going bigger and have like this awesome pond, because there's gonna be like a bunch of rocks all in it, and it's gonna get smaller anyway, so I need to like account for that. But then as the pond gets bigger, like if I go 30 by 50, that's 1,500 square feet. If I step it up to 40 by 60, all of a sudden that's 2,400 square feet, and the liner almost doubles. So what can we afford to do? This whole pond thing started as Christina wanting to buy a filter for the above ground pool that was $800, and I was like, geez, that's a huge budget. I could build a big swimming pool for that money. So that's what's got us here, kind of. Just doing some bush removal with a new chain. I'm gonna try not to rock it. Almost lost you guys there. Okay, this is the 3-week pond update. We've encountered a big rock over here that might adjust for some of the wall size. and I've been extending the bench along the side here. I think that's gonna look nice. And I moved the whole berm outwards. So we're sitting at 30 by 50 feet with the total pond liner included right now. That might grow a bit. So this is what I do in my off time. Just sitting here watching YouTube like the rest of you probably doing, and just watching this guy. He's hand digging this pond, and he's got chickens and stuff. It's super motivating. This is how I get all stoked up in the morning and get out there with the shovel for an hour before work. Guy's got a freaking parrot. Woo! I've encountered a rock, so I'm bringing the truck out. I'm gonna try to yard it out of the hole using the truck. I could probably recruit a few friends and maybe roll it out the ramp by hand, but I'm just gonna try doing this on my own. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze getting the truck back here with the trampoline, so just brought out the camera for you guys this morning. Got her wedged here between some rocks in the house. And here's the rock we're dealing with. It's actually going to be a nice stone for working with after because it's so flat. I'd say that rock's got to be 700 or 800 pounds maybe even a bit more. So I'll get the choker all hooked up to that and give it a tug. That did not work. So it's probably just too much of a little bump for it to jump over. Maybe I'll just carve out a little bit of that bank and she'll just walk right out nicely. That's like 10 cubic feet of basalt. So what's the weight on that? A lot, probably 1,200 pounds. Feeling accomplished for this morning. We did really good in the garden this year, especially for being the first year ever. This is our wildflower garden, and it's kind of mostly finished, but one of the beds over here is just looking pristine. So pretty. See, it's like almost fall right now. Some of the beds are almost done. We got our carrots mixed with onions and some squash down there. No, those are actually more pickling cucumbers, just Mondo ones. Look at how big these are. It's all yellow, so it's time to come up. Just boomers. We've got almost a whole wheelbarrow of cucumbers out of the garden this year. That's where the potatoes came up. Our raspberries never really took off this year. They weren't really expected to either because they were just new. But for next year, these will be doing just fine. We got 2 beds with the raspberries. Did pretty good on the strawberries, and as you can see, they're still producing. Yeah, got a nice ever-bearing variety. Delicious. I just put a rose in the ground yesterday. It wasn't doing so happy in its pot. We got goji berries. Just put those in yesterday as well. Little mint area. And look at these goji berries over here. Other than the sunflower flowers, those are probably the fastest growing thing in the garden. The zucchinis, they are out of control. We've harvested them probably 6 times already this year, and they just keep on coming. Now, into the greenhouse. I don't really want to take you in there. I haven't been watering in here. This season's kind of done in here. Sad tomato plant. There's still some good ones on there. That's my garden this year, folks. I'm super happy with it. It was a good investment of time and money. We're here at the homestead. It's Mom's 69th birthday party. Her birthday is in 2 days from now, but might as well be her birthday. I just did the math. I think it's 69. She's
I think it's the 25th.
oh, there you go.
She got it wrong.
Mom's turning 25 today. I'm gonna get started. I got Mom an axe for her birthday because she's been messing around with this Task axe. I don't recommend anyone buys an axe made by Task. So I got her a Fiskars axe. It's much lighter, doesn't get stuck in the wood, and I get to use it when I'm over here too, so it's kind of a win-win. Should we negotiate?
Hey,
Where's the lunch?
down.
Big guy.
Good girl.
This is what you get.
Lunch is yummy.
Mom made lunch today, so everything is vegan, gluten-free, and from the garden.
Yep.
Okay, what about the toast? Did you make
I
this?
made the toast. Yep, gluten-free.
She even makes the bread.
Sourdough, gluten-free.
And we got pickled beets, pickled beans. Oh, the olives. That.
Oh, I didn't. The olives aren't mine.
Yeah. You guys, this is the best part. Is this all out of the garden, Mom?
Yep, everything.
You guys saw the homestead update. You saw my mom just rocking the garden this year, and this is why you guys like, boom.
Straight from the garden, and it's just about the first day of fall.
Okay.
I'll go right here.
Okay.
It's this one.
You like that one the best? Okay, let Bubba look.
We have one of these at my home.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
The dinosaur right here.
Even put our best
Wow.
beach glass on it.
Oh, wow.
It went out through here and went down to here.
It did?
Mom was celebrating, she didn't notice. Mom got a hole-in-one on her first shot, right on her birthday.
Before ever.
Congratulations, Mom. We're here mini golfing for Mom's 69th birthday, right?
Yep. I got a two hole in one. Blackthorn, the forest wizard. Many believe I have bad intentions, but that's just not true. Yes, I may use my magic to give you a bad bounce here and there. And yes, I may smile when things don't go your way.
Oh, hey, you guys. I just wanted to interrupt this video to let you know there's a guy from the company Yard Care who wants to give me a free 12-inch electric chainsaw. Unbelievable. They said just go way out here to the end of a logging road and just rev the engine of the truck. We'll know you're there. Someone will pop out of the bush and they're gonna hook you up with a brand new free Yard Care 12-inch electric chainsaw. So I'm out here right now looking for the Yard Care guy. Oh, hey, how's it going? It's me. I'm here for the chainsaw. I've never had an electric chainsaw before. So, you know, I got about 3 different chainsaws. They're all gas, various sizes. Yeah, I mean, this is a sweet little unit here. We're gonna do an honest review. And this comes from a point of a guy that has done a lot of firewood in my life. I don't expect this thing here to be like the firewood beast. It's got a 12-inch bar on it. I think this is more geared towards branches and yard cleanup per se, but they sent it to me and we are firewood people. So we're gonna put it to the test today. I got a couple logs lined up in front of the truck there, and we're gonna see how this thing can do. I didn't know it had chain oil, given it was electric, so luckily I got chain oil in the truck. Okay, we got oil. Let's go play. Okay, boom. Time for a review. That took way too long. This thing is not meant for firewood, but it definitely would be good for cutting down anything like 4 inches or smaller. Even though if you got a new chain, you can still be doing 6-inch cuts. Let's do the math on that. Let's pull out the timer and let's see how long it takes to cut through a 6-inch log. Boom, 12 seconds. 400 rounds times 12 seconds equals 4,800 seconds. So you want to divide that by 60, 80 minutes. So an hour and 20 minutes, you could cut yourself a full truckload of wood. Let's do some 4-inch rounds and just see how fast we can buck them. I love this saw. Do you want to go should we go try a bigger log? I did see one down the bank. Now we're gonna go ahead and try this here log. This is actually more like, if this is 12-inch bar, we're looking at a 14-inch log. We're gonna have a little talk about chainsaw safety after this. I'm sure y'all notice what's going on. I'm sure you see it. Time! That only took about 2.5 minutes. But the point is, if you had to make a couple quick cuts on a trail, say a big log like this was crossing through your trail, you can with the Yard Care 12-inch. There you go, folks. Thin for the win. So everything that has just happened right here, right now, what you just watched, has led me into this here conversation. Chainsaw safety. Number 1 rule that I've been breaking all day, don't have like a face shield on. No safety glasses, no bucking pants, no earplugs, no gloves, no steel. Actually, nope, I'm not in steel toe boots either. So, you guys, PPE. Always wear your PPE when you're cutting with a chainsaw. Me, I'm a bad example. And I'm sure you've all been there. I'm sure everybody's been there, but we're trying to get better, and we should still learn from that. Okay, there we go. So we've encountered our first problem. We've done about 10 cuts. Our chain is already off. That's not always gonna happen. I don't know if I had it on there wrong. I don't think I did. It's okay. It's nice and easy to put back on. There we go. We're on. Woo! The saw is sweet. It's lightweight. The new chain, like any new chain, will just cut through a log like butter. I was able to cut through 14-inch logs with this little 12-inch blade. There is one thing I don't really like, is with this guard on it, every time I lean my hand down, it just falls off. There should be some little click. I do like how easy it is to take the chain off. It's just this huge turn knob. Pull this piece off, and then it's super easy to get the bar on and off. I like the little display screen. It obviously could be brighter. You can't really see much on there. Jeremy does things straight to the top, you guys.